This is the Forbes website where they do have a section that highlights the world's real-time billionaires. And growing up, I've always looked at magazines where they featured the richest people in the world and also published the list of net worth of a lot of the individuals around the world. So it's always been something that I paid attention to. Growing up, it was Bill Gates that was on the top of the list. And anyway, on this website, you can see on the top list here are the ones that had a huge increase in their net worth for the day, and of course, on the bottom here are the ones who lost the most. And I'm recording this on Saturday, April 23rd, because the markets are closed. So you have a better idea of what the values could be as far as the net worth goes. And if we scroll down here, you'll see the list of all the billionaires. You can filter it by men or women, the industry, or where country they're at. And at the top of the list is of course Elon Musk, because of Tesla and the greatest meme stock really. But I won't get to that. You also have Jeff Bezos at Amazon, and you have the Bernard Arnault family from France, and of course Bill Gates, the one that I've always known, and he is number 4 with Microsoft. So it's an interesting list to look at. It's definitely the Forbes list is something that's been featured on a lot of songs actually. One of my favorite songs that I listen to is Billionaire by Bruno Mars and Travis McCoy, and I'm putting the lyrics here because one of the lines here is he says, I want to be a billionaire, and then so I can buy all the things I never had, and I want to be on the cover of Forbes magazine. And what's pretty funny here is where he listed there smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. And just was curious, I wanted to look them up. If you type in Oprah on this list, she's actually on the list. Net worth of 2.6 billion. It's amazing to see that she's only at a rank of 1,188. So there's actually a lot of billionaires in the world. Concentration, I'm sure, mostly in the U.S. And when Bruno referred to the Queen, I'm pretty sure she was referring to the Queen of England. And I tried looking it up, and of course it wasn't there. Typed in Elizabeth as well, but it's not there. So I'm sure that's a very guarded secret too, and how much the monarchy is worth. Anyway, I wanted to share this, and hopefully it's a nice list to look at, just to really understand where the people are, how rich the people are in this world. And hopefully it'll inspire you to make your own generational wealth and be part of this list someday. So what exactly is net worth? First, it starts with assets, and some example of assets are some of the jewelries you may have, and of course your long-term investments. I have them in M1 and HSA. I have that with Fidelity, and of course taxable brokerage accounts like Robinhood. Other example of assets are of course your high yield savings accounts and your bank accounts. I like SoFi a lot for that, and of course I have a bunch of credit unions. And of course your vehicle is an asset. It may be a depreciating asset, but it is an asset at the end of the day. And of course cash is king, but if you're leaving it all in cash, you're hurting a lot due to inflation. Now the other part of that formula is the liabilities. Some examples of liabilities are credit cards. These are the ones that I do carry in my wallet. Another is your student loan from your undergraduate, graduate degree, whatever it may be. Of course, your car, if you still have an existing loan on it. And another one is just more credit cards, as you can see that I do have a lot of. And of course, the mortgage in your house is a liability. If you have the values from assets minus the liabilities, this is where you come up with what net worth is. As a real world example, I wanted to go over my own personal net worth, which I track on Mint. I track it in Excel too, but I started Mint in February 2011, where my net worth was at negative 31,000. And just want to go through our progress here over time. To get to a point, just to show you how long it took me to have a net worth where I was positive, and that didn't occur until April of 2015. And from there, it got more serious on increasing our assets, so our net worth would increase. until we reached that peak there where I was a millionaire. But really, that's just an error on Mint. I tried to have them fix it, but they couldn't figure out how to get rid of that spike. So just, continuing here, where we finally reached our six figures net worth of 100,000, and that was in April 2019. And then continuing on our journey to financial independence in late 2019, I made a decision for my mental health and I took a bit of a break. And from there, you can see my net worth got really low to about 15,000, but got my act together and headed in the right direction. And we were back up in six figures in around September of 2020. So that continued, a lot of things going on there. And pretty much we broke the 200,000 point in the net worth in April of 2021. So I'm going to switch this chart a little bit from all time to the 1 year. And you can see there in April, we were at $221,000 net worth, progressing and breaking the 300,000 mark. And now we are at 328 and hoping to end the year at maybe 400,000, but we'll see.